Hi Cancer, welcome and thank you for tuning in to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is Friday, June 5th, 2020. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Cancer for this upcoming week in June. Because it's general, it can pertain to relationships, situations, and or circumstances surrounding family, home, work, social circles, community, enemies, frenemies, you name it, it might apply. Also be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards. You can mix and match the roles within the reading. In other words, you might be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. My intention is always to reach those that need the message and will benefit from it. Parts of this reading may resonate, other parts may not. Hopefully by the end you feel like you got something out of it that's beneficial and worthwhile. And you feel like it was worth your time to spend watching this video. So we'll get started here after a couple of shuffles. If you're brand new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you checking my channel out. There is more specific information in the description box below. And behind me is Carmela. She is a green-cheeked conure. She is my son's bird. She likes to hang out during the readings. She just had a little slice of apple. And I gave her a little bit of a treat because she is a little bit bitey this afternoon. She's already made my finger bleed because she didn't want to get off my shoulder. But I had to get her off my shoulder because she was biting my ear. So she's hanging out on her cage with her slice of apple. And hopefully she'll stay there. Also, if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back to view more of my videos. I appreciate the support. So let's get started and see what's going on for Cancer. Here we go. We're going to start off with the Page of Wands in reverse, paired with the Star. Ace of Cups in reverse, paired with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles, Three of Wands in reverse, Five of Cups, and then the Seven of Swords. So I feel that, first of all, we have a Queen of Pentacles on the table. Cancer, this can be your energy or somebody that you're dealing with. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse, especially paired with the Ace of Cups in reverse, I feel like this person might be in need of some self-care or needing to kind of concentrate on themselves. This could be somebody who's feeling a little insecure or feeling down or feeling left out, or somebody who is, again, needing to put a little bit of energy into feeling better about what's going on around them, maybe about what maybe about a connection or relationship, maybe something feels like something didn't transpire for them, didn't go their way. Maybe they're waiting for an offer or some communication. It feels like there was something anticipated and it didn't transpire. Or they were expecting an offer or some communication or something of that nature, and it didn't happen for this person. And as a result, I feel like there is some grief, maybe some lost hope. But I feel like this person was hoping for something to be resolved or something to be made right. Seven of Swords in reverse. Maybe they were waiting on an apology. But there's some grief surrounding this idea that things didn't transpire that maybe the way this Queen of Pentacles anticipated or was hoping for. And I feel like this person is grieving that. It's possible that this person received some news recently that was felt like bad news. again, felt like it was something that unexpected, because I don't think this person expected things not to go their way. Again, Cancer, this Queen of Pentacles can be you or somebody that you're dealing with, but this Queen of Pentacles, I think, was hoping for something. This could be, again, related to a connection or a situation, maybe a job offer with the Page of Pentacles coming out here. A new opportunity of some sort. Gaining some kind of information or knowledge. Maybe starting something new, and it just didn't work out. But I feel like there was some kind of news received, and it was interpreted as bad news. It was a letdown. It was disappointing. Let's get some more cards out here and see what else we get, Cancer. We have the Knight of Cups, clarifying this Page of Wands. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Seven of Swords again in reverse. King of Cups. Six of Cups. So this is definitely related to a very significant relationship. Judgment. And the Three of Wands again in reverse. Okay, so this Queen of Pentacles, I think, is the same person as this Queen of Cups, and I think there was some kind of anticipation of a connection or some communication with somebody significant. This feels like romantic or intimate. Doesn't have to be, but it feels that way, especially with the Knight of Cups coming out here. I feel like this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, right now I feel like this is the same person. I might change my mind, Cancer, but I feel like this is your energy. And I feel like you were hopeful that there was something, an offer coming in, maybe some communication. Maybe you were anticipating someone asking you out, for example, or someone coming forward with some kind of offer or communication that would result in maybe moving a connection to the next level with this King of Cups. I think this person was the person you were anticipating would come forward, and this feels like somebody who is, with the Six of Cups energy coming out here, I feel like this is somebody very significant to you. This could be somebody coming back from your past. It could be a relationship that's current. With the Six of Cups, a soulmate, soulmate individual, and again, soulmate doesn't necessarily mean romantic or intimate. In this case, it feels like it could be. So I feel like you were waiting for some communication or offer, or initiating some kind of conversation or contact. If it happened, if there was some kind of communication, it wasn't what you had hoped for, or wasn't what you had expected. With this Page of Wands in reverse. And it left you feeling bad or disappointed or disconnected, possibly. Maybe the offer didn't come at all. Maybe there was a lack of communication. And you might be even feeling let down, or maybe even deceived to a certain extent. Interesting, because I feel like this is a very deep and loving connection. This King and Queen of Cups, two very compassionate people, loyal, definitely willing to express emotions and show love and show support. But there's this level of disappointment or feeling let down, feeling like now there's this need to kind of retreat because what was anticipated didn't happen. And now there's this level of grief. And maybe there was something that went wrong between these two, this King and Queen of Cups, and this Queen of Cups. I feel Cancer again. I feel like I'm reading for the Queen of Cups. But if you are a male Cancer, you could certainly be this King of Cups, but you can also embody the Queen of Cups energy. Just bear that in mind. If you're resonating with this reading, you're going to know who you are. But I feel like there was this anticipation that something would be made right, or maybe again there was some kind of conflict in the past or disagreement, and I think there was this anticipation that things would be made right because this is a Six of Cups energy. This is somebody who I'm connected to on a very deep level, and things are going to be made right. Things are going to be fine. We're going to get along again, but it didn't happen, and instead we're dealing with this grief, this sorrow, disappointment, sadness. Again, right now I feel like this is just two people. Could be three, but I feel like this is a two-person reading, at least right now. So the King and Queen of Cups. This is a true pair, and that term true pair, I want to mention Water Baby Tarot by Balmy Spirit. She has a YouTube channel. I watch her religiously. I absolutely love her, and she coined the term. As far as I know, true pair is a term she uses, and I've never heard any other reader use it. But anyway, when the matching King and Queen court cards come out, she calls them a true pair. This could be a spouse, a significant other, somebody that you're very, very close to. It's a match made in heaven, quite literally. Again, you may have made a spirit contract, a Six of Cups soulmate type contract where you two decided to come together, cross paths on this earth in your human forms, and you can spend a short amount of time together, you can spend a lot of time together. This feels like a long-standing relationship to me, but it doesn't have to be. This could be somebody coming back from your past, this King of Cups. Both of these people have significant love for one another. If there is disappointment or grief surrounding this connection or this relationship, it doesn't mean that there's not love here. It just means that there is something that didn't quite go the direction that this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles was anticipating. And again, with the Seven of Swords out here twice in reverse, it could be that there was some wrongdoing. Maybe this queen feels like she wasn't treated right in the past, or there was some kind of disconnect. But I think she was anticipating that things would mend themselves or get better, and that doesn't feel like that happened. Let's get some more cards out here, Cancer. Let's see what else we get. We have the Eight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so now this can indicate possibly third party with this Queen of Pentacles. Could indicate a group dynamic, maybe social circle. There could be other people involved with the situation or surrounding these two people. It could be because of a third party that these two people didn't reconnect, or there was something that didn't transpire between these two that should have. Five of Pentacles. Queen of Cups again. Ten of Pentacles. And then Temperance. So I get the feeling like something didn't transpire between these two because there was some other obstacle or something else that was restricting this from happening. And it could be other people, it could be a family dynamic, it could be a group of, a social circle, group of friends. With the Ten of Pentacles, Three of Cups, this indicates that there could be some other person or people that affected the situation, where I think that this Queen of Cups was anticipating some kind of something coming forward from this King of Cups, and it didn't transpire. Kept it from something was kept from happening. Or it's possible there was a lack of communication instead of bad news, or communication that indicated there was some kind of bad news that came this Queen's way. It could be that there was no news at all, that it wasn't time to communicate this. There possibly was this anticipation. This Queen of Cups was anticipating something, and it didn't happen because of another person or other people. I get the feeling like this King of Cups feels like he doesn't have what he needs in order to make this offer to this Queen of Cups. The Five of Pentacles can indicate a feeling of lacking, not having maybe the financial means or the resources, or maybe even a loss of words, lack of something. And because he didn't have what he needed in order to make this offer to this Queen of Cups, he just didn't make it at all. Maybe he wasn't ready. This Queen of Cups is trying to come to terms with it, trying to maybe make sense of the situation. Again, I do get the feeling like there was somebody or a group of people or some person involved with the situation that was affecting whatever's going on between these two. If this is a family situation, I'll throw this example out there. If this was a family situation, for example, let's say that there's an intimate romantic connection between this King and Queen of Cups, and that's what it feels like to me. Maybe there's some kind of disharmony or disagreement within a group of people, the family members themselves, regarding this Queen. And again, I still feel like this Queen of Pentacles is the same person. And there was some kind of disagreement maybe with the mother-in-law or with a sister or something like that. And in order for this king to make an offer or to make amends or to communicate or whatever the case may be, that something else needed to happen first, or some other kind of situation or connection needed to be resolved first. And I feel like that didn't happen. And again, it could be within a family or group dynamic. With Temperance out here, clarifying the Seven of Swords, again, there was some kind of balance that needed to occur within maybe some other kind of connection first, or something made right first before this King and Queen could reconnect, or before this King could make this offer. If it's not about that, I feel like it's hard to say. This King and Queen, it feels like a current relationship to me. It feels like something that is in the present. It feels like a very strong connection. So what this offer it could be an offer of marriage. Maybe this King was going to propose, for example, but he couldn't propose because he didn't have the blessings of his family. Something like that. So let's see what else we get, Cancer. Hierophant in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. Six of Wands. Ten of Wands. Emperor, clarifying the King of Cups. Justice. Six of Pentacles. And Five of Cups in reverse. Honestly, the more cards that I get out here, the more I'm kind of leaning in that direction. Like there was, I mean, it could be something as simple as this king wanting to propose, wanting to take this relationship with this Queen of Cups to the next level. But he couldn't make that move yet. It wasn't the right time. And if things weren't resolved, for example, within the family or this group dynamic that surrounds these two people, then making this kind of offer would, it's just not the right timing. It's not, I think this king feels like he needs to have everything in place and in order, and things need to be made right within the relationship itself before this offer can be made, and that's just not happening right now. Things need to be made right. We need justice within this group dynamic, and again, it feels like there's a certain level of imbalance or unwillingness to take responsibility for making things right within this group dynamic, this family situation. Again, if there's some kind of resentment or bad blood or argument or unresolved issues within the group or the family surrounding these two people, then making this kind of offer, for example, to move this relationship to the next level would not be the right move for this king right now. He might be trying to work on things within this family dynamic, and I keep going to that because that's the thing that's making the most sense to me when I look at these cards, that maybe he's trying to make things right within his own family first. He's trying to get a handle on things, and he just doesn't have it yet. He doesn't have what he needs in order to make this offer yet to this Queen of Cups. I feel like he's working on it, but it hasn't, it hasn't gone his way just yet. And again, I feel like there is the thing that is holding the situation back is something needs to be made right. Again, it could be that this Queen of Pentacles has been left out of this family dynamic, maybe is ostracized or has not been welcomed into the family. Three of Cups in reverse can indicate disharmony within a group dynamic. Again, maybe there's people who don't like this person, this Queen of Cups. And again, I feel like this is you, Cancer, but you could be either one of these people. Or you could be an external member that is affected by this situation, but not necessarily represented in the reading, except for within this group dynamic, maybe a family member or something that's associated with this King of Cups or this Queen of Cups. So I definitely feel like this Queen of Cups was anticipating something happening, and it didn't happen, and so she feels disappointed, maybe regretful, maybe even very, very. It feels, I mean, with the Five of Cups coming out here, it feels like she is definitely sad, set back, maybe feeling left out. Grieving the fact, possibly, that she's not being accepted. Or embraced by family members or friends that are associated with this King of Cups. Because obviously, if this is a relationship that's a Six of Cups type of relationship, and she's not being welcomed by the people surrounding this King of Cups, it's not going to feel very comfortable for her. I mean, especially someone like the Queen of Cups who's willing really to give unconditional love to those around her, those she cares for, and those that are willing to give this in return. The Queen of Cups is not going to be willing to get involved with people or a person who is not going to show appreciation for the level of energy that she puts into a relationship, because it throws things off balance. Let's see what else we get, Cancer. There's the Seven of Swords again for the third time in reverse. Knight of Cups this time in reverse. Queen of Cups in reverse this time. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Four of Wands in reverse. The High Priestess. Ace of Swords. And then the Seven of Pentacles. So these cards to me are confirming kind of the same thing. I think this Queen of Cups knows, first of all, that things haven't been made quite right. She has an understanding of what's happening. Maybe even if she isn't directly involved, she knows why her ships did not come in. She knows why things did not go her way, at least in the present moment. She has a clear understanding of why that is, maybe even if she hasn't been told directly. But things are not balanced, things are not right, things are not stable. And so this King of Cups says, you know what, I don't have things under control yet. Things aren't stable. There is trouble in paradise on the home front, and so I can't make this offer just yet. And I think that this Queen of Cups understands that. But that doesn't mean that just because she understands something, doesn't mean that she's not disappointed. Again, if there's a group dynamic here, family, friends, people connected to this King of Cups who are not welcoming this individual in, or not willing to put any energy into this relationship with this Queen of Cups, then ultimately it will not be successful. And it could be, again, that there could be a single energy or multiple people surrounding this King of Cups who maybe has a disagreement with this Queen of Pentacles, or doesn't like her, or whatever the case may be. But she's dealing with that grief, knowing that things just aren't right yet, and if things can't be made right, then we need to work on it a little bit more. It's just the way it has to be. You can't have this kind of imbalance and have things be all, smooth and positive if you've got people in the mix who are not willing to move things in the right direction. So I feel like this is disappointing for this Queen of Cups, but she understands. I think this King of Swords actually represents this Queen of Cups, or King of Cups. And I think this represents a lack of communication, or a lack of willingness to communicate or make this offer in this present time because of this imbalance, or the fact that things haven't been made right yet within this group or family dynamic. Carmela, come here. Can you sit on my shoulder and not bite my ear? Let's see. Let's see how she does with that. She seems a little bit more calm than when I first took her out of her cage. But she's moving toward my ear. And she just bit my ear. Come on. Go back to your cage. Not willing to sit there. The thing is, she doesn't bite. I've explained this 1,000 times. I feel though if you are a frequent viewer of my videos, you're like, I've heard this 1,000 times. Stop telling me about Carmela biting your ear. But if you've never seen my videos, then you're probably wondering, well, what is she doing? She doesn't look like she's biting your ear. Well, she does. She creeps under my hair and she starts biting my ear. And she doesn't bite it hard. She bit my finger hard, made me bleed, but she doesn't bite my ear hard. Still, it doesn't feel good. And when she sits there biting my ear, I do this. I bob my head back and forth and I look ridiculous. And so I'm not willing to have her sit on my shoulder biting my ear. Not going to happen. Okay, Cancer, so let's get a Dreams of Gaia tarot card for you. Well, this one wanted to pop out. We're going to take it. Nice. We have the 8 of Fire in reverse. I haven't pulled this one in a long time. So this is the 8 of Wands from the traditional Rider-Waite tarot. And if it's in the reverse, the traditional meaning can indicate like obstacles, delays, lack of movement, lack of willingness to communicate. Something not moving forward, stagnation, that kind of thing. But these cards, of course, have significantly deeper meanings. I like to read them out of the book because of that. And a lot of times there's something else within the explanation of the book that gives a little bit different perspective than your traditional meanings from the Rider-Waite tarot. So this is a potential blockage. It came out in the reverse, Cancer, and I'll be reading this short paragraph, and then we're going to wrap this up. Here we go. Don't halt your progress or hamper your growth at this time, even if you may feel a bit lazy or even apathetic. Be your own advocate rather than your own enemy, and challenge yourself if you find yourself unwilling to act. The 8 of Fire reversed speaks to us when we are experiencing either a lazy mind or body, and it serves as a reminder that there may well be consequences if necessary changes are not made, and that those consequences will be of our own making. If you have become a perpetual planner who never follows through, or if you always promise and then fail to deliver, or even if you just feel it is all too much like hard work, the 8 of Fire reversed appears to warn that inaction is also a choice, and one that can have dire consequences. Now it is time to get up and move to avoid having your life transformed in a manner that is not to your liking. So again, this could indicate that this is just a delay because of circumstances that are out of your control, Cancer, if you're the Queen of Cups. And again, it could indicate that there is a delay because there's other people involved that are affecting the situation, influencing the situation. But that doesn't mean that you can't move forward in a positive manner with your own life, regardless of what other people are doing. It doesn't have to delay your progress. It doesn't have to keep you from doing what you need to do for yourself. And I feel more than anything that could be what's going on with these reverse cards in this one section over here. This disappointment just has you feeling like, well, maybe I'm not worthy. Maybe I don't belong. Maybe this king's not going to come forward with this offer. But I really don't believe that's true. More than anything else, I feel like this is just, someone who's felt some disappointment with regard to somebody else's words or actions or inactions. And you can't let that get you down. You still need to move forward with your own life. Do your own things. Make your own progress, regardless of what other people are doing or what they're not doing. That's what I think this card is indicating. Simple message, but it makes sense to me. Okay, Cancer, I'm going to leave that here. I hope this reading was helpful. I hope that it gave you something that feels beneficial to you. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. If it did resonate, please like, share, subscribe. If you feel like leaving a comment, I always appreciate those. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Cancer.